I'm down. Cause it's three beats later on a Monday night.
Say what?
Acapella. Three beats later on a Monday night.
Wow. 3 beats
Oh,
later on a Monday night. But it's only two MCs in the place to be. Oh, I'm getting the beeps on the phone. You know what that means?
uh-oh. We're live, everybody. What's up? It's three beats later on a Monday night. We get together every Monday and share new music that we created. A bunch of beat makers, songwriters, and producers. All are welcome to hang. We talk a lot of music. Sometimes we go down a little bit of a rabbit hole here and there, but if you have not yet, hit the like button, do that, and be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. So today we have a special episode because Q is rocking with us.
Yeah.
Q hasn't
What's
been on
happening?
in a while, so this is the Coach Q returns episode where we get to learn all about what Q is working on. And I'll tell you what, Q is always working on something because just when just when you don't know it, all of a sudden he's like, "Oh yeah, and I have a new album coming out." So welcome back, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to be here. I haven't really gone anywhere. I'm just on another, Zoom meeting, preoccupied this whole time, man. You know,
Yeah, I've seen the rants. I've seen the rants, man. I listened
rants
to
coming
them.
quick and heavy. And there was one rant in particular. I was scared to even go on this rant. I'm like, man, all the homies are gonna be like, "Oh, Q is just a hater, just because your kid is an adult, quote, an
Oh, I was
adult."
hating on that. I was hating on that.
Uh,
That was when I heard you say that. I'm like, I can't agree with that one.
Look, and I'm telling you, I might have a clip. I'll just do these random. I'm bored, man. I'm sitting here
That's
sometimes in my
that's
downtime.
the unpopular opinions by Q.
That is definitely unpopular
So,
opinions. You know.
so which channel is that on? Is that on the Q Rock Q's Tube channel or no?
Yeah,
Or that,
that's on my personal YouTube page on QTube, trying to, just trying to stay busy. I'm not even trying to say it like that. I'm just clowning. I don't have a lot of spare time on my hands, but when I do have spare time on my hands, sometimes, I want to be creative. I'm a wannabe comedian, part-time, background actor out here in Hollywood, you know, side hustler, extreme, beat maker, and
all the
what did
titles.
somebody call me a couple of weeks ago? What did they call? Um, Not washed up rapper, but something to that effect. I mean, it wasn't washed up because be washed up, you had to be popping. It wasn't washed up. It was, something to that effect. I was like, ooh, but it wasn't like it was one of those backhanded joints. Like, yeah, the rest of these, but you know, washed up rappers, like, oh damn. But yeah, so I just find myself rambling, trying to get my little creativity out as I, try to attempt this YouTube thing. You know,
So can we showcase one of those unpopular opinions? Because I
ah,
remember what it was.
you can, or we could just have it out right now. I'm always ready for that debate, man. We could just have it out right now. This is 3 beats later, but it could be no babies on the plane. You know, you know. I come from the
That's
heart.
just
This
so Q's opinion is no babies should be allowed on airplanes, period.
none, not now, not ever. As I crack my bottle, no babies
That's
on the plane.
that just sounds like something you say after you take a long flight and there's a crying baby. That's it. Then you get the next day, you're like, oh man, no babies, please, no
Well,
babies.
look, like I said, I'm always trying to get like content for my little channel or whatever. I want to be comedian. I want to come from humor first. Don't take anything I'm saying too seriously. They are rants, you know what I mean? And this was a rant because of that incident that came up not too long ago with the guy spazzing out about the baby on the plane to the point they had to take him off security and all of that. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
so
I didn't even
obviously,
know. I'm out of the loop, man. I'm in my own
what?
bubble.
You didn't see
Yeah.
that?
No,
What?
I'm changing diapers. That's all. Oh, that's my new stream is just shitty diapers.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Let's just get to it. Have you put your baby on a plane?
Not yet, man, because my first son was born in 2020, so we had like lockdown status, and we were driving a lot, and we just didn't do the planes until I think this is the first year that we're going to do some sort of plane situation. And
now, when that happens, how old?
So if we do it this year, it's going to be straight up baby, like 9-week-old baby. It's going to be, yes, the real.
No. Where are you guys going? How far is it?
We don't know. I mean, like, I think we have a couple flights that might just be like 1-hour flights. Like you know where we are right now. We're outside of DC, so that's nothing. But if we do some sort of like real trip this year, like, and we take both babies, it's going to be toddler for the first time on an airplane, and it's going to be baby. And if it goes down, I'm going to film that shit and I'm going to send it to you. Just baby crying.
Behold.
This morning, it's a mid-air meltdown of epic proportions.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Southwest flight, not just from the baby on board, but also from an adult passenger. This passenger seen.
Is that his wife?
Yeah.
She's like, look at her.
Yeah.
She's like, not again, Cliff.
Yeah. My man said, lower that baby's voice, first of all.
Losing his cool after a baby was crying for an extended period of time. Flight attendants pleaded.
This guy's
stop
just laughing.
No, that's not. No.
All of a sudden, this guy just started screaming on the top of his lungs. It was definitely a good 5 minutes or so. And it was just getting worse and worse and worse.
All right, I'll just end it there. Or maybe we'll fast forward to where they got him off the plane, security and all of that,
Oh, really? They just took him off?
As for that adult
what
passenger,
a dumbass, man.
He was met by security at the gate. Southwest releasing a statement saying, "We commend our crew for exhibiting outstanding professionalism while handling a challenging situation, and we appreciate the patience of our other customers on board who had to experience the behavior."
I think the number one thing to say here is,
and
he's on the plane. It's the number one thing to say here,
So Q watched that video, and you're just like, I side with the dude who's lost his shit.
It's one of those. I'm gonna keep it real Gemini for all y'all out there. Like, you know what I mean? That's a split. That's a split right down the middle. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so strong on my stance. I'm very strong on my stance. And it's come to find out, just me being silly and Googling and going down the rabbit hole on it, reflecting on my own experiences as a father with a toddler on a plane overseas. I had that experience. And as the guy sitting next to somebody else, multiple experiences and shit. Like, I'm like, okay, the Gemini in me loves those. If it's right down the middle, we're gonna talk about it because both experiences kind of suck. Like, they do
suck. Yeah,
for a lot of reasons.
Yeah. Who do you think? What's experience sucks worst? I mean, the parent, because you're like the whole time your baby's crying, you're dealing with the baby, and then you're dealing with like shit, man.
And that baby's picking up on your energy primarily, and everybody else is around it. So it's just a lose-lose situation. But what got me really interested is seeing all of the legal cases and the things that happen over that. That case was minor. There have been fights started over multiple times, started over a baby crying. There have been incidents, more importantly, with the people losing control of the baby during turbulence. There's been a lot of issues. Babies getting sick in the plane for other reasons, and there's not adequate health. Bro, that part is that's the story to me, even bigger than the whole thing, to the point that there's already been movements to have child adequate areas in certain airlines. One airline overseas was already experimenting with that, and then that started the whole like discrimination back and forth thing. Like, oh, if you're going to do that, then why don't you just have a plane that's just all adults and so all of these things start coming up with that whole issue. But I gotta say,
3BO squad in the building.
3BO.
Yeah.
What's up,
I had to just hijacking your conversation.
I'm starting some mess over here, man.
No. I flew twice with my child. We flew in January and he was 11 months, and then we flew in December, where he would have been 10 months. And I was really nervous both times. So I was like, yo, you hear the stories. You hear the stories on both ends about people being next to babies who won't stop crying, and also, you know, being the parent who has the baby who's crying. So I was just like, we were like thinking, should we even do this? Is this right? Like, is this? But I mean, luckily, both times my kid was really good. I mean, key is you try to keep him as busy as possible in the airport so that he kind of sleeps on the plane more. You can give him a little bit of baby Benadryl or something like that to make him sleep better. You know, food, snacks, just keep giving him snacks. Keep giving him occupied. Get the extra leg room. The extra $50-$60 they charge you is worth it. Extra leg room is worth it. There's a lot of like baby stuff that they sell you for planes, like baby baskets and baby play areas that fit in the little plane seat. You don't need none of that stuff. If you have the extra leg room, you got plenty of snacks, a little bit of baby drugs. Hopefully it's not a crazy long flight. Like if you fly to Australia, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about that. But for like a 4-hour flight, you know, something like that, he was good. And like actually both times the people who were like, there was one time where there was a guy next to me and he was like, oh man, your baby was so quiet the whole time. That was great. And then the other time, like, so most people are nice about, I mean, it's a baby. Right. So most human beings have a certain level of compassion towards infants. Then you got the rest of society who hates children because they hate themselves and they hate their parents and they're sociopaths and they have trauma that they need to go to therapy for that they've never gone.
Yes.
So for some reason that makes them hate small defenseless infants. Those are the man. I'm sorry, you guys triggered me because I just went through this whole tangent where
he just got out of therapy.
I know, right? I just got 30. Two of my actually, I can't even call them rapper friends. Two rappers who I know. They, you know, one of them tweeted something about, oh, having children is like the most selfish thing you could possibly do. And another dude, he put it in his rap. He was rapping.
Whoa, this recently?
Yeah, he spit all these bars and he was
baby
like,
hate bars.
Having children is self-indulgent or some crap like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, being a rapper isn't fucking selfish. Like, pay attention to me. And like, are you serious? Like, and it's wild because both of these dudes are two of the most like egotistical guys I know. Yeah. Like egos the size of Saturn. And you know, they're the ones who want to say like having a children is, how could you bring a child into this world and all of this crap? I'm like, I don't know. I love my life. So yeah, I hope my son loves his life too. I'm sorry that you hate yours and that you think that bringing a child into this world is such a horrible thing. But, you know, I mean, you know, as we live in a world where ice cream and blowjobs exist. Like, are you kidding me? Like I'm, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. This is a family-friendly stream, but
3 beats later. I missed you guys.
We live in a world where 3 beats later exists.
Exactly.
Where dope beats, music.
On.
Like we live in a world where music exists and everything like that. Like, yes, there are people walking into grocery stores killing people for no reason, but like,
yo,
I don't know.
Did you see the video that Q just showed me? I never saw that till just now.
No, I didn't see the video. That video. I stopped on the stream where the dude was yelling at the baby.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that?
I haven't seen that video.
Yeah, that's a
Q,
few
play it.
months.
Bring it back.
Yeah, that's a few months old too.
Oh, okay.
Bring it back, Selecta.
See, so and like, just if I can already tell there's something wrong with that dude, right? Like,
absolutely.
Oh my god!
You got to see the hate.
Okay.
The hate. Hang on.
I'm not gonna let y'all do that to my guy. We're not gonna do all that to my guy like that. But I mean, he's wrong. But look, I'm gonna play the clip and then I'm gonna get into all of my.
Yo, Q, your face is frozen in like a perfect smile. You see it too?
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think it's because he's taking over the screen. It might be.
I thought he was smiling and just like speaking through his teeth like that. Like I was like,
her baby was crying.
Watch
Y'all
this.
see the screen?
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
Pleading with him to stop yelling.
Damn, now I'm doing the max headroom.
No, let's not. No.
all of a sudden this guy just started screaming on the top of his lungs. It was definitely a good 5.
First of all, his wife is mortified. I'm doing a max headroom heavy right now.
The Fort Lauderdale bound flight landing in Orlando and all the passengers forced to deplane. As for that adult passenger, he was met by security at the gate. Southwest releasing a statement saying, "We commend our crew for exhibiting outstanding professionalism while handling a challenging situation.
The beginning
of our other customers."
The beginning 5 seconds of the video is really, he's like, you see him, right here. Watch.
So is the baby.
This morning, the mid-air.
Sir, you're yelling. So is the baby.
One Southwest flight, not just from the baby on board.
He said,
but
"Tell
also
that baby
from
to
an
lower his
adult
voice."
Passenger.
Lower that baby's voice.
This passenger seemed
Lower that. Lower that baby.
Yo, his wife's face.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Can you imagine?
Okay, so look.
That's when you gotta step in as spouse. You gotta be like, yo, honey, I know you listen, I know you're tired and I know you're annoyed.
All right, so let me play the defense of the cancel court that's going on over here. Cancel culture about to tear this man apart. He did have to deal with the consequences of his extremely rude behavior. You know what I'm saying? Immature behavior. And he even admitted that. And even in the process of that, he admitted that. And
that what he was acting immature?
That he was acting immature, that he overreacted. He extremely overreacted. He snapped. This is another reason why I'm like, don't bring your babies on the plane. I don't like to be in public places when these adults stop adulting and snap, bruh. And it's not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. I've gotten up one day and been like, I did not expect that I was gonna have to open up a can on somebody today, but I'm about to open up a can on this guy right now. We've all been there, So Uncle Q is like, keep the babies out of that stress zone if humanly possible. A little 2-3 hour plane trip opposed to a 4 to 6 hour drive for a 1 to 6 month old might just want to jump in the car. That's not even a guarantee either. I mean, it's crazy out here. Road rage is just much a concern.
No, we opted out. We opted out of flying with him. We had some more trips we were going to do, and we opted out for that very same reason. I mean, and we had a good experience. My baby didn't cry, but it was just
what was it? Like a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour flight? What do you?
So we flew. Well, actually, I lied. In December, we flew to California, so that's 5 hours. Then in January we went to Florida, which was like 2.5 or something like that, which was fine. But I mean, I think it's more about your baby. If you have a baby who is easily irritable, at that point, you kind of know. Like, I knew my kid, he's like very good in motion. He like falls asleep most of the time. Most of the time he's in public, when he's around people, he's stimulated and he usually gets really quiet. So I predicted that he was probably going to be pretty good. And he cried for like maybe 5 minutes on one of the flights. Yeah. But that was it. Like he was pretty much good the whole time. But I mean, my whole thing is that, yes, babies can be annoying, but like the drunk adults are the worst.
The drunk, of course. Those are of course. That to me,
the drunk entitled adults are the worst.
To me, that's why that swings the needle all the way over to keep the babies. I'm like, half the time. Look, how long is it we're not even supposed to take the kids out when they're newborn? What is it, like 2 months or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what the threshold is.
Something like that. I'm like, just extend it. The world's gotten crazier. You know what I mean? Like, just extend it.
So his is a protective.
It really is. At the end of the day, on top of everything, it's protected for the baby, protected for you. And sometimes I'm just going to speak as Uncle Q for some of the guys that don't want to say it. Y'all don't have to say it. I'm going to say it. Sometimes, look, 1 trip out of the year, yeah, I get it. 2, yeah, I know some fellas doing 4 or 5 trips a year with the whole crew because can't nobody tell her no. I'm telling her no, nah. She got a problem with telling Uncle Q. Coach Q said, nah, stop playing. You don't care for the babies like that. You put them on a plane 5 times a year necessarily. You don't want to go on all 5 of those trips. You don't.
The baby don't need to come on. Like
the baby don't even want it. Baby don't know where the hell y'all going. Why you taking the baby to Disneyland and the baby not a year old yet? Dog, leave me alone. Leave me alone, homie. Sometimes we got to put our foot down. So there was a little bit of that. That's where the rant came in with that because of personal experience. I joke, I kid. But
I got you. Makes sense.
But
Makes
these are
sense.
fun.
I'm just gonna say this and end it up. I am scarred from that because I took my son as a baby international. We both,
Where'd you go?
we went to Italy, and it was okay until it wasn't okay. And
It's a long
honestly, it
flight.
wasn't okay with any. Yeah, it was like
That's a long flight, but yeah, see,
12
international.
hours in the air, something
Yeah.
crazy like
Mhm.
that. Like,
That there's no way. I mean, I'm gonna be crying on that flight.
yeah, exactly. But I had to be the parent to have to watch people looking at me all funny and shut that baby up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not cool
Yeah.
to be in that. I've been there. Like,
Lower that
bro,
baby's voice.
like, bro, I'll lower your whole everything, dog. Like, don't yell at me and my kid over here. And as soon as he walk, I'm looking at my boy like, shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it's a bad place. It's a toxic vibe. So, and
Those
that's
long
Uncle
flights, man.
Q's
Those are
rant for today.
those are like something else too, man.
Yeah.
12 hours. Woo.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
You know, I'm just trying to save some of y'all stress and to keep that gray hair away.
Too late. It's everywhere. Oh man. So yeah, so Q, we're getting like a Q update here, P, because it's been a while
Okay.
since he's been on. So
Coach
what's
Q.
Coach Q returns.
man.
What else have you been on up to?
Man, just more than 1-2. Every Monday is in accounting 2. I don't know how I'm making it through these classes because I forget everything 2 or 3 hours after I read it, you know.
Mm.
But it's good. We're coming around the bend.
What is
Gotta have-
what is the career path then? You're gonna be starting the kind of like a accountant
I just
work on
figured
the
for a
side,
guy
or
like me, it's always, trying to be the entrepreneurial spirit, this and that. It might be good if I just actually get all of my degrees wrapped up. I have been chasing my degree all my life.
Mhm.
It's a life goal more than anything for me, but yeah, I got my eyes set in the business management world, straight up,
No.
we'll see what happens, fellas.
Nice.
But,
And is that all wrapped up right now, or is class over, or still got more in the corner?
almost class is over. I don't know, we're late. Everybody else is already out, but our last day is the 4th of June.
Mhm.
I have an exam in my accounting class the 24th. I have another one next week, and that's it. I got a few little quizzes, little things to wrap up on, but literally coming around the bend.
That leads to a degree that you've been working on, or is that like a certification situation? Because we got to have a celebration, is what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not there
We
yet.
got to
The goal is
raise the
I'm in
glass once you're ready.
I'm in junior college. The goal is to transfer to a university here. I thought I would be ready to make that transfer this summer, but I think I need another semester, so I'll probably be ready to transfer start of the year, hopefully, Lord willing. I don't feel like taking any classes this summer, but who knows? We'll see. I'm pushing, fellas. I'm trying to knock this out, dude. I can't be running around these
Man.
campuses,
Mad respect to anybody out there, including Q, who is continuing their education. Because after you're done with school, if you have that willpower to kind of jump back into any kind of education, it's tough, man. You know what I mean? I've like been on the sideline so many times, like, should I just go and just take these courses? And it's tough, just like talking yourself into that.
It is. With from my experience, I'll get into grooves and get going, and there's life emergencies that come in, and then to me it feels like it's a year and a half off. Next thing I know, it's 5-6 years. I have to go back, and this is my second restart.
Yeah.
New York education, to hell with you guys. How dare you? Like, bruh, it's crazy. It works out I get more funding as an older, non-traditional student than I ever got in my life. So I don't know. It's just an odd thing.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. So it's been fun though. I gotta say, shout out to my accounting professor. I just say this to all y'all watching and everybody watching, like, Tell your professor to keep it about. Look, if the class ain't a poli sci class, I don't want to hear about your politics. All right, dog. But other than that, I love you, homie. And that's for all y'all. I don't care what you're talking about.
Your
I'm not
professor
here.
can't help himself or herself.
Every once in a while, he'll slip in the darkness on something, and it's like, okay, well, I see where you're leaning, and that's cool. I don't really care about seeing where you're leaning, but
He can't help but talk about the deficit. And that's what brings me back to the deficit. Actually, speaking of, is the American economy about to collapse? Is anyone paying attention to this shit? Seriously.
I mean, yeah,
P,
it's kind of
P, you're
scary.
muted.
Yeah.
Cheek, you know more about us than that. You got your ear to the street. You tell us what's going on.
I don't
what's it
know.
looking like?
I don't know. I feel like some of it might be kind of like just sensational news topics, but this whole debt limit thing that we're dealing with on the horizon, right? Like the debt limit or whatever the hell it's called. That seems kind of scary. Like it's gonna completely mess up the markets. Oh, it looks scary. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to scare anybody that much, but
How are you doing with your situation, Cheek? Are you
I'm
doing
good,
all
right? I'm good. You know, everything is kind of I live in the world of sales, so everything's kind of like day to day. It's like some days people are buying, sometimes they're not buying. So you just gotta keep going. Yo, max headroom again. I think Q, whatever.
Seems like
whatever.
every time I switch over.
Yeah, it must be some other app that you got open.
Yo, the glitch is crazy. It's like a real yo, you need to do a whole music video like that, bro. That joint is fire.
Wow, you know what it is? I swear to you. Every time I turn on, every time I go open up my browser to see the score.
Oh yeah, what is it?
82-81 Denver.
Wow. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
After we lost that last game, that was it. We should have won that last game. For me, I don't think.
He said we.
4 minutes left. 4 minutes left in the third. But wow, they were just up like 15 points.
Don't say
who was up 15 points?
Lakers. No, okay, maybe not 15.
They were. It was like 12. Yeah, they were.
Let me guess. Murray hit like 18 threes in a row. Like he's shooting the lights out of the series, bro. Dang.
How do you become a Lakers fan, P?
I used to watch Magic when I was a kid, man.
Oh, okay.
And everyone was Chicago, and I was like, nah, you know.
All I have to say to that is, ugh.
We're from Buffalo, so we can choose any team we want. Where are you from? What team do you follow? What team do you follow?
I mean, I've become a Wizards fan, but
you've become a Wizards fan?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've been to a bunch of games. Because it's
because you're down the street. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But prior to moving down there,
there was really no affiliation. I don't think I was really into basketball at all younger. It was like Bill Sabres. That was it. That was the only sports that existed.
I feel like everyone in Buffalo was like Bulls fans. Like
the
rest of the world.
Yes. Yes. But I just I don't know. I kind of like I think my affiliation LeBron hater for a while, and I don't think I'm a hater anymore. I've come to grips with that. I've gone to therapy, but every once in a while it peeks its head up, and it's peeking its head up right now. So okay, that's all.
I think everybody's been a LeBron hater for at least a month or two.
Yeah.
I went through my little I went through my little LeBron hate. I wouldn't say hatred, but like, you know, detraction, I would say. I was a detractor, perhaps, for a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, he's him, you know. He is him. So
I'm sorry.
Oh wow. He still can't get over it. Denver 86, Lakers 83.
Oh, it's happening.
I mean, the series is over, bro. Series is over, bro. Good, you know. Shouts to Denver. You know, they earned it.
I wouldn't count them out. That's the thing. You can't count them out. I know it looks bad for them. I'm just saying, like,
You talking about for LA?
yeah, just wait.
No one's
You could
come
come
back
out
from
at
3-0,
1
right?
a.m. Has it
I
happened
mean,
in the
no
playoffs?
one's no one's come back from 3-0, right? Q, am I
Mm.
correct,
I
right?
thought I saw that the other day that nobody has. Well, yeah, no team has won. Has not the teams haven't been swept, but they haven't come back to win after being down
Right.
3-0
Right down 3-0. So yeah,
Yeah. in the
it's
conference
over.
finals history.
They, and the thing about it is, I think LA really had a good shot. I think it's just that Denver
Denver
had a
ran the
couple of
brakes off
runs.
them.
They had a
You
couple of
crazy?
runs where it was just like, damn,
They did.
I'm a cable cutter, so I be, I'm catching games either, Denver 88,
Oh.
LA 85.
No,
For
I got a great website for you, bro. For
Oh,
all sports, dude. Like I'm talking about golf to hockey to UFC to NBA to NFL.
does it give your computer irreversible?
The hanky
I know,
danky,
right?
the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Spyware or whatever.
Is like that? Their ads everywhere? No. He's like, just don't click on
So
anything in the middle of.
right. Yeah, I know, right? No, it's you do have to click past some pop-ups.
There's some mines.
Yeah, there's definitely pop-ups that you gotta get through. But I mean,
I always say I'm gonna retool one of my old laptops just for that. Like,
Yeah.
That's the ride it to the wheels fall off laptop. The bootleg.
That's smart. I actually have one of those. I need to do that too.
Yeah.
I have for some reason someone logged into my ESPN account. So I have only the above the rim camera. So it's like commentary, just the camera that's directly above the rim.
Right.
And it's pretty good actually. It's kind of like meditative. You could just watch basketball and not have to hear like somebody goes talking shit in your ear all day long.
I like the carousel view sometimes, where it's just all 4 different angles of the cameras. It gets a little confusing, but sometimes it's dope. Like, I don't even care who just shot. I'm just watching this interaction right here in the corner. Right? They going hard in the paint right here. Nobody even saw that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like it.
Q, what's up on the music side? Let's listen to some music. Let's talk a little bit of music, and we could watch the rest of this game. But what are you working on, man? What's new? What's on deck? You got a new project that you're working on or no?
I mean, yes and no. I'm always working on trying to release from the vault. Okay. It's terrible. Like, I've gotten to be in such a yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, but no, yeah, but no, but yeah, but no. Like, you know what I mean? Like that nothing ever. You guys are like, oh, Q has a great, track record of putting stuff out. I'm like, damn, I'm glad y'all think so, because whatever I put out, I got like hundreds of ideas just laying around over here, that I just don't finish. So I'm really trying to dump a lot of my older tracks. I want to put that swimming track that we got out.
Okay, let's do that.
I got a track with each and every one of y'all that I want to put out, man.
Yeah.
I think I forgot about y'all, for real.
Let's listen to that track. Just why not, right? I mean, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Here we go. So me and Q were working on this. I don't even know how long ago now. Yeah, it's been a minute. So let's refresh our ears. Let's just listen to it straight through. And then we were both sharing ideas on like what we should do to like finish it. So I think like we're talking about verse ideas, hook ideas. The beat itself is not really complete either. There's like a lot of like fine tuning that I have to go through, just like finalizing the better and sounding interesting and all that good stuff. And I think I'm trying to talk Q into maybe re-recording just from a audio tone type of standpoint some of the stuff. I think that was one of my notes I had, but I don't know. Q, we could just work with what we got and just mix it. And I don't know if it's really full. Let's just listen to it. How about that? Here we go.
Yeah.
You got the audio. I don't even have Q's verse on here. Holy shit.
It's
And
weird
that-
because it felt like I was hearing the maybe it's just my head. I thought I was hearing like the echo delay effects and shit off of it. It's
Yeah.
not on there, huh?
No, I think you might have recorded and sent me what you had, and I need that
Yeah.
stem. That's what I need. I need your stems. I need your stems because we only have a hook. This is all we got right here. And I think what's happening is I kind of figured this out by watching the show. Is the audio that's coming from my computer in my ears, it's stereo, so I could hear that delay shit in my right ear, and I could hear the guitar stuff in my left ear. And when it's broadcast through the interwebs, it creates a mono track, and it kind of messes with the sound a little bit if you have like a lot of stereo shit going on. So in my headphones, it sounds amazing. Probably to you, it might sound a little off because it's like it's must be like compressing it and not making a stereo sound. That's my guess. If you hear some weird ass echo stuff, because these are the guitars here. I could play those for you. Here they are. Bass, guitars. This is the echo part. Oh no, that's the regular. It's clean. Huh? There it is. Found it. And the drums are so terribly mixed. It's like everything's all over the place. The hi-hat. Anyways. So we had a hook idea, which is what you heard being sung, and then Q came out with like a whole joint on top of this, which I would love to be able to pull up right now, and I don't have it. Damn. All right. So any ideas you got on this that we could?
Honestly, I would like to get some background vocals. I would love to see any background vocalists out there that might hear this, watch this video, if you're interested in possibly working for hire and lending us your chops on that hook to add and fill on that, not to replace what you're doing, but to add, like I want to kind of go big with that.
The Cheekettes can be replaced at any moment. They're always scratch vocals.
Well, they're dope scratch vocals. Gracefully. Imagine we have maybe two background singers, different tones, same thing. Just
flipping in the money, jumping in the money, flipping in the money, jumping in the money, jumping in the money,
hilarious right now.
I like it. It stays.
Yeah. Okay. So we could get like a female vocalist. Is that what you're thinking of right here? Yeah, because I put that pitch shifter on that voice too, so it sounds a little alien-like too. So if we need, okay, so we're taking notes. We need a female vocalist possibly to flesh this out and sing this well. And then I think you had everything. You had 2 verses. We had 2 verses on this track, right?
Yeah.
Remembering now.
Yeah. I think it was just 2.
Should we keep this crazy flipping the money thing?
Oh yeah.
Flipping in the money, jumping in the money, flipping in the money, jumping in the money, jumping in the money, flipping in the money, swipping in the money.
I think I just did that like one
money.
take, or 4 takes, so I could just make it sound way better just by
That's
re-recording it.
money. Yeah. Really, just that. As far as adding anything, that's the only thing I would do. I'm gonna figure out my Ableton situation here in a minute, but I haven't messed around with Serato. I think I can do vocals in Serato. The plugins are just for shit. But if I can, this little experiments work, then I'll just jump back on vocals. And like I've been saying, I wanna invest a little bit on these next projects sonically, man. Like I got enough rough sound and shit to last me forever, but what I don't have is enough perfectly mixed tracks. So I'll drop a few coins on some mixes here this summer, you know. That's really my little plan creatively on top of all the other mess I'm working on. Working on my book. This sci-fi book's gonna be a mother dog. Ooh,
Okay.
You
Tell
know.
us more.
It's just me and my crazy ass world and my world building world. But with all these classes I'm taking, this and that, it's kind of helping me just focus my energy. I'm typing and writing shit all day, and I get, ideas all over the place. So my fugitive in an alternate reality who gets brought back to this reality to expose a conspiracy, which exposes a million other conspiracies in this new space world of ours, separating the space colonists between the old earthers, is going down, dog. It's going down, dog.
What's
going down?
What's the working title we're working with there?
I base everything off of all my stuff. It's Tales from the City of Refuge, but it's really kind of a part of where I'm even getting that from. Like the City of Refuge is like the place where you get either exiled to or you run to, either by force or, the last resort kind of thing, right? So, it's still basically they got the prisoner, the brother, he's a brother in the force and this and that, like armed services type, but he's messing up and he messes up one too many times. It causes some deaths when he mess up. So now he's a prisoner for real, but they about to kill him. They ain't telling these guys what they really doing to, it's bad enough you already on death row. Like, nah, man, ain't want this death row. Your ass, they about to send you to an alternate fucking reality.
Hey, don't give all that away.
And, it gets very interesting, I get stuck, but the last few months, it's just been, I don't know where the music's coming from. I've been kind of stitching it together. I just got to finish it. I see the ending. I see the goal line. I just got to write it and make it make sense before I start editing it over a million times again. So hang tight for that. In the meantime, I'm just dropping old records left and right. I dropped a track on Bandcamp the other day on a whim just because I wanted to see the reaction I would get in Submit Hub. And it's the worst sounding piece of crap ever put out, and they love it, dog. They love it, dog. They love it. They love it. They love it. I got more of the best compliments I've gotten on anything in their feedback off of this little sonic, fuzzy freestyle that's 2 minutes long.
Really?
So I'm like, damn it all. Everything's going out. I'm like, I can't even tell anymore.
Everything must go. That's true. Actually, that's a good point. When you're sitting on a lot of music and you might discredit it, you know what I mean? You just never know when people would vibe with it, basically.
Never know. You never know.
You never know.
Let me show you this beat and see what P think about this beat. P's still sitting over there. So I'm down bad on Ableton, so I'm on Serato Studio. And since I'm paying $9 a month for it, I figure why not? The Spider-Man was saved by a Jamaican, Q-Rock 639 remix.
Spider-Man, that's it. Spider-Man, with all due respect. Just let me go make me dead, bro.
Is that coming across as hot to y'all as it is to me?
Yeah, but it's all good.
Let me try this.
Spider-Man, that's it. Spider-Man, with all due respect. Just let me go make me dead, bro. Let me go make me dead, bro. Cause me not understand how you feel like you must hug up. Spider-Man, what kind of thing is Bridget? Yo, Bridget. Spider-Man, what kind of thing is Bridget? Yo, Bridget. You know if you feel like it's a boxing man, I want in a sky road building and them thing. Yo, Virgin, yo, Virgin, make me dead. Yo, Virgin, make me dead. Up up and I swing with man in a sky. Yo, Virgin, make me dead. Yo, Virgin, make me dead. Up up and I swing with man in a sky. Spider-Man, what kind of thing is Virgin? Yo, Virgin. Spider-Man, what kind of thing is Virgin? Yo, Virgin. I think we can send up to my friend them about this man. My friend them singing in a ear or swing with man. Make me dead. Make me drop and bust up dead and dead. This no right, Spider-Man. I think we can send up to my friend them about this man. My friend them singing in a ear or swing with man. Make me dead. Make me drop and bust up dead and dead. This no right, Spider-Man.
Clowning. I had to take that TikTok where the dude was acting like Spider-Man saved the Jamaican dude. But I was tripping more on the samples. Oh snap. No man. Really starting to like Serato, really. Triggers and whatnot.
Oh damn.
You know what I mean? So for some reason it just slowed it down, the Spider-Man cartoon joint, you know.
I really like that loop too, and at the end when it just kind of was ding 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 ding.
But Serato Studio is kind of cool, man. Like, watch, hold on. Where is this at? Where is the? Am I here? Like, you know what I mean? I'm literally pressing the 1 through 8 keys for that. If you can see my hand.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't realize I could do that. Like this last week, messing around with this, I'm like, yo, I'm back. Right. Hey, so that's beat number 1. That's beat number 1.
Nice.
Beat number 2, real quick. It's called Not Again. Because
Fire.
I freaking. I freaking made the beat, flip back to that Spider-Man beat, flip back to this beat, flip back to that Spider-Man beat, flip back to this new beat, and for some reason it just kept saying the Spider-Man beat. It just kept showing the Spider-Man beat. I'm like, wait a minute, where's the beat that I just made though? That joint was nowhere to be found. As you can see, all these backups, you see me trying to find it, couldn't find it. So I had to remake this beat. I had to make this beat from scratch after I lost it. This is that. doing the
Wow.
max headroom?
Yo, wow. So
fire.
yeah, those drums are nice, man. And that funky part is awesome too. That's nice. What is the so what is it? How is it? Just break it down a little bit in terms of
He said,
what is it? How is it? Break
First
it
of all, it's
down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks.
Okay.
That's killing me more than anything. I'm just like, I'm on some Feng Shui fucking production stuff.
Is it? It's meant for the live element. I mean, that's the kind of like why Serato exists, right? It was meant. It's built
You
for
know,
the DJ.
I think so. I think they're looking at it for more live on the, on the fly. I could, like, I use this when I made this. I wasn't hooked up to my hard drives or anything. You know what I mean? Like when I plug into the desk, like then it's stationary. But I unplug. It's charged. I'm out. I think I started this beat like on the fucking patio table outside, smoking a cigarette. You know what I mean? Just fucking with the drums. Just going through the drum kits and seeing what kind of sounds they got.
These are all in-app sounds drum kits.
God. So first of all, yeah.
They sound really nice.
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, it's showing house techno right here. So I guess that was the last generated beat like style that I used. But pretty much for every pattern, it's a different style of beat. Whether it's I don't know if it's gonna fuck it up. Dance hall, drum and bass, dubstep, you know what I mean? So for every pattern, I would go and just switch it to see what they're gonna give me and just keep going until I find something close enough to a hip hop vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I think that one's obviously a drum and bass drum.
Oh, because it will generate patterns for you if you ask it. Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Almost all of my drum patterns in here
are generated.
This are generated, but at the same time, I do have like, watch. Let me just go back to my keys.
Right, you could
I can just
program too.
That
right.
As well, So normally, once I get a groove, like that's what I would do with this. Like this is a whole YouTube, like drum, fucking profile that I snatch shit off of. So, right. So that's just like a loop. It varies, I think, every 4 or 8 or whatever. So if once I got the drum, like the drum machine joint going, I just add that on top. Let's see if I can use some of this shit. Right, so I just got my drum. Yeah, see, this is dope for live though. You see, like
sound nice.
Sound
pretty
sounds
crispy.
are coming in. Yeah, the sounds are coming in nice and chunky enough. Got my "Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone" sample. Bass is easy. You know what I mean? Love that because, oops. Same principle. So and it's telling you what key everything is in. So Serato makes it very easy. Shout out to Serato. I think I'm gonna be here for a while because I'm not trying to pay $300 for Ableton. I don't care what y'all talking about. And that's it.
Nice.
That's my assignment for today, fellas.
Nice. Well, that was beautiful. Thank you, Q, for keeping us up to date on what is going on in your world, sharing music. Yeah, man. I think we should think about, I mean, I've been busy, so I can't commit to a beat challenge just yet. I also have this like project going on where I'm trying to clean and finish so much music that's just sitting there. So that's kind of like what I've been focused on.
How's that going? What are you cleaning up right now?
I just have so much music. I have I have an album that I think I want to put out
What?
that would just be beats that I made with like songs built on them. I have like, you guys have heard like all just like random shit or whatever, but I pretty much got like at least 8 or 9, 10 track album that I could just finish, which would be like a hodgepodge of beats and then also completely finished tracks and like written songs. And I just need to finalize a lot of that, and I'm thinking that I should probably do something with it. So that's kind of like one of the projects. And then the other thing is every beat that I've made, I want to just start writing hooks to everything.
Hooks.
And just have it. Yeah. Just have hooks ready, have the beat ready, have hooks ready, and beats that are even just kind of like to me, like meh, whatever. I just want to like mix them down and have them ready because of all of the sync licensing stuff that we've been talking about. Yeah, that's kind of like the side projects I'm working on, but there's not enough time.
Did you guys submit to that one thing that you sent out?
I did not. I didn't have time to.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I get anything, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, I submit Birds on a Date because I have an instrumental, I have a clean version, I have a radio version. It's a niche, even though it's, you know what I mean? It doesn't fit every occasion, but it fits the occasion. Like, I would love for somebody to put my single Birds on a Date on. I'm just putting it out there, guys. I think it's a great vibe. No samples,
No
it's
samples.
funky enough. It's just right in the middle. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not gonna break any doors down production wise, but it's not gonna scare the hoes away, like Dan Brown says. So you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, it might scare a couple of them. I know I just did with that comment right there, but I'm just saying. Birds on a Date, I did submit. Hopefully they like it, man.
Yeah, man. I want to keep finding those types of options.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. Sorry, my audio. Can you guys hear me again?
Yeah.
Wow, sorry, my computer's acting
Yeah,
weird
you were
now.
good. It dropped it just like a millisecond.
Okay. So yeah, so if I mean that's what I'm gonna be focused on is just kind of finishing music and incorporating that into some of the sync stuff that we find. But Q, if you have an idea for something that we should focus on for next week, if you are making music this week or not, shout it out. Shout it out.
I mean, you guys can always check me on Bandcamp, Canhead Records. I was gonna say, I don't know when next Bandcamp Friday is, but maybe we should all mobilize forces and like promote unilaterally because we all have Bandcamp projects that need to be bought on Bandcamp Friday.
No, facts. Yeah. Let's do a Bandcamp Friday promo.
Yeah.
It's under, and your Bandcamp is Canhead Records?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just trying to pull it up. Okay. And P, music, what are you working on?
Working on some stuff. Finalizing something. I pretty much got an album that we just finished mastering as of like last week. So I'm real close to dropping my new stuff.
Nice.
So I will let y'all know. Shout out Philly and the people at the East Coast Black Age of Comic Book Conventions because I did that last Saturday.
Oh yeah,
that was dope. Tone Comics was in the building. Made some dope connections. Yeah, that's it for me, yo.
Okay. What should we focus on music wise this week? Promoting, just do a promo.
We should focus on making sure the whole crew gets on board. It's been a while since y'all had all 5 members on the chessboard at the same time.
This is true.
That happened.
Summer, man, it's gonna be even. I bet it's gonna be even worse in the summertime. People are gonna start doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
y'all better not be taking no babies on no plane.
Lower that baby's volume. Decrease the volume on that baby.
Oh man, Lord. I wonder if they're still together, him and his wife, or.
Now that's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question. How many kids they have? Yeah.
They have 0 kids.
I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't bet on that. You know.
You don't think so? I think they have together. They have 0 kids. They might have some.
Okay. That's a safer bet. That's a
We got to
parlay
find out.
bet.
That's our mission. This week we're gonna find out if the couple from the plane is still together.
Hey, on a party note, you want to see that story I was talking about earlier? Oh, on another party note, damn, Denver 105, Lakers 102, 4 minutes. Game.
What's the party note?
OpenAI used Kenyan workers for less than $2 an hour to make Chat GPT less toxic. Let that sink in for just a moment. Okay, they're going in.
Wait, what? Wait, say that again.
OpenAI.
Y'all seeing that?
Yes.
I got something blocking, and I'm doing the max hedging at the same.
What does
time.
that? What does that mean? Make it less toxic.
Yeah.
I think what they're trying to say is, well, I don't know what happened like that. I think that they would go in. Okay, the certificate of sale as the app was prone to blurting out violent, sexist, and racist remarks. This is because the AI had been trained on hundreds of billions of words scraped from the internet. Training data set was the reason for the GP's impressive linguistic capability. Since parts of the internet are replete with toxicity and bias, there was no easy way of purging those sections of the training data. So they had to hire people. Even a team of 100 humans would have taken decades to trawl through the enormous data. It's only by building an additional AI-powered safety mechanism. Basically, on top of hiring Kenyans and African citizens to go in and work on this project, as I say, it's described situations in graphic detail, like molestation. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say half those words. Those are trigger words. Those are terrible words. They're paying them $2 an hour to do it. They just recently went public, and from what I gather, the new teams that are hired are still being paid poorly, like probably around 14 or 15 an hour. Don't quote me on that. I kind of fell into this rabbit hole a while back. It's crazy, dude. Like AI just seems like it's just shot from all freaking ends, from what it could possibly do to humans to what it's doing to the humans that's actually working on it right now. And talk about a hostile work environment. You got to go to work and look at all these horrible statements about everything other than, and
it's
go
like
and then clean that up. Be the janitor of the damn internet.
That's like the Facebook censors too. They have to like go through therapy because they just watch terrible videos all day long of stuff that gets flagged.
Data labelers employed by SAMA on behalf of OpenAI were paid a take-home wage of between $1.32 and $2 per hour, depending on seniority and performance. That's crazy. Y'all never heard that story before, huh?
More wholesome bits provided to you by 3BL.
It's just the AI thing, man. No, it's just I just leave that there for y'all to think about, one to grow on.
It's demonic, right? Isn't that what Ice Cube just said?
He did just say that.
It's demonic. Well, and we'll end on that.
On that cheery note.
All right, everybody. Have a great rest of the week. We will be in the chat, talk about what we're working on this week. All right.
Yeah.
Peace.